done it! I cannot believe it! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again!
Hello everyone, we are Through and Go, a podcast where we talk about football and pretty much nothing else. My name is Sam, and as always, I'm joined by my very best friend in the whole wide world, Elliot Clifford. Hello.
Hello, Sam.
And co-host. He's that
and
too.
that, yeah. Hello, Sam.
I forgot about that, yeah. You're just here. How are you?
I'm good. I'm away for the weekend, long bank holiday weekend away, and I'm looking forward to just sort of switching off and relaxing for a few days. Yeah.
We're recording on a Friday. This is not good. This is weird for me.
Yeah, if anything happens on Saturday or Sunday, apologies, but had to be done.
Yeah. Just disclaimer, there will be no Community Shield talk because two reasons. One, completely forgot it was on. And two, we're recording on a Friday.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, it's been a good week. How's your week been?
Oh, just
standard.
It's been a week. There's nothing really much to say about my weeks. I'm very boring. So, I think there's only one real place to start. And that's Lionel Messi is probably actually pretty much going to leave Barcelona, which is something I never thought. Starting this podcast, if you had said to me, oh, by the way, on your 16th one, you're probably going to talk about Messi leaving Barcelona, I would have gone,
no, you're talking nonsense.
Yeah, all right then. Ha ha. But yeah, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, it looks to be happening. I mean, the absolute front runner looks to be Man City. There are other clubs that have been mentioned, but I can see it happening for the first time ever. I can see him moving, and unless you are the most hardened sort of Liverpool or United fan or anything like that, as a neutral, you've got to be excited to be thinking of Lionel Messi in the Premier League.
Can you imagine someone like West Brom coming up from the Premier League thinking, oh, yeah, that's it, we're in the Premier League, and then you're up against Lionel Messi. Leeds have not been in the Premier League for 16 years, and one of their first games they've got to do is against Messi at Manchester City, potentially. It's madness.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And I think his record in the Champions League against English clubs is he's played something like 33 games, scoring 26 goals, which first of all is an incredible record. Then it's Champions League, so it's supposedly against the best clubs in the country.
In Europe,
So imagine what he's going to be like up against a West Brom or something. He's just going to take it by storm. But yeah, it's pretty mind blowing that it might actually be happening. Best player to have ever played football coming to the Premier League.
Yeah, I still kind of don't believe it in a way, because he told them by facts, which I think is hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, he's told Barcelona by facts, like one of the world's richest football players ever. Just faxed Barcelona, got him off.
Yeah.
I think when that kind of, the fallout happened after that, the directors and everyone got together to kind of be like, what? No, he can't leave. That just goes to show how big Messi is. The fact that the whole directors had to come together to be like, oh God, we don't want him leaving. You're not going to see that happen with like Jamie Vardy leaving Leicester. You're not going to see like the directors come together be like, oh no, we can't let him leave. So it's just a testament. It really shows as well for me what is going on behind the scenes at Barcelona. How bad is it?
Yeah, like they're letting go of Suarez, I think they said this week as well, and it looks like it's going to be a very different Barcelona team. It may well be they have a few years to rebuild like some clubs do. And
that's it. So, it's weird because like in the space of what would be like 4 or 5 years, Neymar, Ronaldo, and now Messi leaving La Liga, there's no real eyes to it now. Obviously, if you're a Spanish football fan, you like the Liga just because you like the Liga, then fine. But for like some neutrals, I know the El Clasico kind of lost its. Well, it hasn't been amazing recently, regardless of Messi and Ronaldo. But if there is no Messi and Ronaldo in the El Clasico,
it just kind of takes the shine off of it, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, because Bale could potentially be leaving Madrid as well.
Yeah, I remember like growing up sort of 10 years ago, I'd always watch Barcelona on a Saturday or Sunday night with my dad. And it would be sort of Barca team of Dani Alves, Iniesta, Xavi, Messi with the attacking players that have come and gone in that time. And yeah, it just seems a bit of an end of an era. Like, I'm excited at the prospect of him potentially coming to the Premier League, but there is that little bit of sadness that Messi may not be at Barcelona in a month or two's time.
That's it. We went to Barcelona, was it last year or the year before?
It was the year before, in October, so coming up 2 years ago now.
Coming up 2 years ago, we went to Barcelona because we wanted to watch a Barcelona game, Champions League, to watch Messi. Fortunately, he got injured. That's a shame. We rebooked Barcelona for October this year, but we had to push it back to April next year, with the hopes of finally seeing Messi play for Barcelona. Oh wait, no. He decides to leave. It's a nice trip to Barcelona, but
we'll be able to see Griezmann and Rakitic.
And Pjanic.
Yeah.
Can't forget Pjanic.
Oh, yeah. Well, Barcelona's a great city anyway, so we'll enjoy ourselves.
It's a lovely city. I said I did enjoy Barcelona regardless. I feel for the player that's coming in for Messi. Yeah. Whether it be that player like Fati, I think there's quite a bit of hype around him, buzz around him, or whether they try and do what Madrid did and do a marquee signing like Hazard to try and...
Yeah, I see that they're interested in someone like João Felix, and...
Yeah,
I mean, it'll be big boots to fill.
Those are boots to fill.
I can see their number one priority if they sell Messi to go for Jadon Sancho.
You reckon?
I can see it. I think he's closer along sort of the world class scale than João Felix is at this stage.
Okay.
And yeah, you kind of tie him down for 5-6 year contract, something like that, and it could work. But yes,
I mean it's a hell of a pool. Like you're pretty much guaranteed Champions League football every year with Barcelona. I can't see that not happening for ages, regardless. Obviously, Koeman's in charge. He made clear, he's pretty much come in and made clear who he wants, who he doesn't want, which is fair, which is good to see kind of that manager coming with that kind of authority to be like, right, you are in my plans, you can go. And obviously Messi was a part of that plan, and Messi's like, well, no. I think one of the most interesting things for me when I read about the transfer to Man City is that obviously because they got sister clubs in MLS, what was it, like a 3-year deal for Man City, and then after that they'll ship him off to America. So Messi could be played in the MLS in the next couple of years. Yeah,
no, I saw that. There's talk of 3-year contract for Man City in the Premier League, and then a further 2 years at NYCFC, and I can see that working because at that stage he'll be 36. I mean, he's still probably too good at 36 to be in the MLS, but I suppose they may have clauses that they can extend his time in the Premier League and something like that. But thing is though, there's the numbers that will surround this Messi transfer will be absolutely enormous. But I think if you're an owner of Man City, I know they're business people, but you just ignore the numbers. If Messi becomes available, you do what you can to get that transfer done, because that would be the biggest transfer of at least our generation.
He's following Chelsea and Man City on Instagram. There's some throw on goal buzz for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we're in the know. I don't want to sound like Indy Cat or whatever his name is, the one that does KFC. Well, it works at KFC, but there's a throwback.
I've been seeing on that account this week, he's been saying about writing an open letter to Barcelona's directors as if they care.
Is he? Yeah. You don't even know who he is. What the hell?
No.
Reading our notes, a lot of this podcast is about transfers because that's all that's really happening until a couple of weeks. Chelsea, just anyone that's available, they're just signing.
Yeah.
They just signed. Thiago Silva has today joined.
Yes.
Which is, for experience-wise, obviously European football as well. Wealth of experience. He's very, very good.
He's available on a free. He may be in his 30s, but available on a free. Whether he gets the armband or not, he's a leader. And he's going to...
Who is Chelsea captain?
It's Azpilicueta.
Oh, of course it is, yeah.
But, he improves that defence and available on free. I think the deal is 1 year plus the club have the option for another year, which I think is a very, very sound deal. And if you can keep, particularly Tomori, who's the youngest out of their recognised centre-backs, if you sort of have Thiago Silva mentoring him for a couple of years, that'll work wonders for Tomori.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm assuming he might do his coaching. I don't know whether he'll quit then do it, or maybe he's doing something now. But I think it's a smart signing because, as you said, it shores up that defence. Regardless of age, I still think he's got it. He's still very capable.
Well, he captained a team to second place in the Champions League.
Well, yeah, exactly right. And they've looked at the left-back position and they shored that up in Ben Chilwell. That one's been going on for quite a while, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it looked kind of obvious even during the season. And I think we spoke about it, that the Leicester played Chelsea in a FA Cup quarter-final, I think it was, and Chelsea winning, and Chilwell was off kind of laughing and joking with the Chelsea players. What is it they're talking of, 50 million for Chilwell?
It's something like that. I work with a Leicester fan who, she didn't really mind. He seemed like he was already off some of his performances after lockdown. So, but he's still he's like 23, isn't he? He's still young.
And he's England's first choice left back.
He's only got to improve with Chelsea, I think.
Good young English fullbacks don't come cheap. So
they seem to do very well at Chelsea.
Yeah, so I can't complain much about that. Maybe 5 or 10 million overvalued, but I think he'll pay that back with a good few years at Chelsea.
Yeah, I think, as I said, England's first choice. He's pretty much going into Chelsea, I think, as first choice. I can't see Alonso or Emerson getting over him.
He'd have to be first choice, surely.
So, no, and they also got this Sarr on Malang
Sarr. Yeah,
Malang Sarr on a free. I think he's being loaned out though, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's been any confirmation of deals for loans yet, but that sounds
came out of the blue a bit though, didn't it?
Yeah, but it's another one that it's one of those. If he's available on a free, you try to get. I don't know a lot about him, but I know he's a good prospect. I think he's still very young, may even still be a teenager.
I think he's 18.
Yeah,
I want to say he's like 18 or
young.
Something, yeah.
French strong defender. I think that's another good signing. And there's been the Havertz one, which has rumbled on a bit, but I expect that to be announced within the next week or two. It may even be announced by the time this podcast goes out.
Oh yeah, because you want to record on a Friday.
Today's rumour as well is that they're potentially going after Donnarumma from AC Milan as well, which
that would be incredible.
I think if they finish off Havertz and then get Donnarumma, that is one of the best transfer windows of Premier League history.
Every week, because obviously, I think is it next week we're doing our predictions, or is it the week after?
I think it's next week.
Could potentially be next week.
Yes, because 2 weeks' time is when first round of the Carabao Cup is.
Every week I look at the news, Chelsea just seem to be going a bit further up the table for me in my predictions. So that should be an interesting one to see.
Yeah.
So, and I still think I don't know. I might get slated for it, but I think Lampard is still. He'll probably get the best out of them. I think he's I don't mind. I think he's quite a good manager from what he's done at Chelsea. I can't say. Yeah. He's recruiting very well. Let's just say that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I quite like Chelsea's sort of technique of they get a transfer ban and then when they can buy again they spend as much as they want because you know what they'll probably only get another transfer ban, but you wait another 12 months after that.
If they get a transfer ban with that squad though, that's not the worst squad to be banned with, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
They get an attacking midfielder and a goalkeeper. Yeah, wow. Yeah. By the time this comes out, I'm 99% sure it's probably going to be confirmed, but it looks like Matt Doherty from Wolves, he's joining Tottenham at right back spot. Tottenham aren't exactly doing marquee, are they? They're not going, they're not being like, here's all this money on this player. Jose Mourinho's like, I need a right back. Oh, here's a right back. I need a central midfielder. I need backup goalkeeper. He's got one. The thing is with Tottenham, and I'm sure you know, Tottenham's transfer windows drag. They are linked with a player from the first day to the last day, and it always fails a couple of hours before the window ends. And then they sign just someone. Yeah, like Clint Dempsey and Llorente. Do you know what I mean? It's like, we need someone.
I'm still convinced that you'll sign that Leandro Demao or whatever
Leandro
his name was.
Demao's on his way. Yeah. And obviously, like Dybala was linked as well. And that is Tottenham's transfer every year. It's that sign of yes, he's him. Nothing happens. Whereas it seems like every time I see an article, Tottenham are linked with Doherty, and then it's like, oh, hold on, he's pretty much on the verge of signing. Højbjerg from Southampton, he's pretty much way through the line. I think I saw Joe Hart was linked with Tottenham. 2 days later, he signed. Do you know what I mean? He seems to be getting things over the line, which is different for Tottenham.
Yeah, so what do you think of the Doherty signing? Tottenham are in need of a right back.
Yeah, I mean, first he's got Premier League and Europa League experience. Yep. He's very capable. I don't know. I think it's quite hit and miss a little bit. The reason I say that is because I think it's quite a clever signing, and I think that's what is working. I think that's what is going to work for Tottenham this season. I think is that they're not going out there, they're not going big, they're recruiting well for players that they need, who they know will do the job. None of this 50 million on that player, and then there's that hype. There's that. Ndombele is a big example. He's capable. We've seen him come on, but he's 63 million. Lamella, We know he's capable. You know, he shows glimpses, but he's not that 30 mil. And obviously Soldado did it. Ericsson had a good... He was brilliant, and then he kind of faded a little bit towards the end. And I think with this, Højbjerg, there's no buzz, but I know for a fact he's going to do the job. And Doherty, there's no buzz. There's no, oh yes, 50 mil. He's got to be brilliant. He's got to be brilliant. I don't think there's that. But I think he's going to be better than Aurier.
Yeah,
it's not massively hard to be better.
I agree
after last season
because Aurier just seems a bit rash, really.
Yeah,
and
he's.
Yeah, he just doesn't always think, and sometimes just puts in a stupid challenge.
Yeah, and Doherty, you know, he will be put in a right back and he will do the job. Which is what I think Mourinho wants. He wants someone just to do the job. And Hart, he's not first choice. I don't think he's going to challenge for first choice. He's probably better than Gazaniga.
Yeah.
And that's not like Gazaniga's had a fair few good games, but you know, Joe Hart he's got that experience. He's won the Premier League. He's good. He's probably a good coach as well for the younger Tottenham goalkeepers like Whiteman, I think they've got. Yeah. Who's good to see. And
so Spurs, you think that their recruitment for this year isn't necessarily just like a massive overhaul, it's just improving on what they've got.
Yes, and it
just sort of slowly improving the squad.
That's exactly what I think there is, and I think it's quite good that there's no like massive hype and they're not having this huge window like overhaul, because it's never worked. Everton do it. Everton have done it. Didn't work. Villa did it. Didn't work. Fulham didn't work. Tottenham were like the first club to do it. Didn't work. I think even Liverpool did it one season, and it kind of just failed. Obviously, they've rebuilt since. And no, I think it's going to work. I'm not saying that Tottenham are going to win the league. I'm not saying they're going to take the league by storm with this, this signings. But I just think you will notice an improvement in Tottenham with the signings that he's making.
Also, one thing to note on Doherty as well, which makes it, I think, adding to your point of it being a very smart signing, is that he has played very well in both a full-back and a wing-back role, in a 5 at the back and a 4 at the back. So it allows Jose to kind of, if he needs to park the bus and stick 5 defenders behind the ball.
Jose park the bus.
He can play that role. Yeah. He's not just sort of solid in one position. He can play a number of positions.
That's it. We'll talk of smart signings. Eze has joined Crystal Palace. Now, I remember a time where he joined Wickham on loan.
Yes.
And he was very good. Yep. Very good. He then went back to QPR, and then everyone was like, he's actually very, very good. Now, I don't want to insult any Crystal Palace fans. I don't. But Palace, they're quite a defensive side. Hodgson is a defensive manager.
I follow a couple of Palace fans on Twitter, and they always complain about how Roy Hodgson always starts with 3 defensive midfielders.
So the Eze, don't get me right, is a good statement, I think, from Palace. It's like, we had that pull. If Zaha does stay, and I don't know, I think he's still pulling for a leave, but if he does stay, and you've got like Eze potentially playing off, that's not a bad attack. Not a bad attack at all. I know you don't like Zaha. Oh, you make that quite clear.
But no, I think it's a very smart move. He's similar to Zaha and someone who I always thought was the better winger, at least at Palace at the time, Balassi, and that he's very skillful, very creative. And we've spoken about it before, Palace are an ageing squad, and this brings the average age down a little bit. He's very creative. But one thing that's slightly surprises me on Twitter is that West Ham and Palace seem to be forcing a rivalry, and so they're comparing Jarrod Bowen and Eze. And if you look at Bowen and Eze's numbers in the Championship last season, Bowen has 16 goals and 7 assists. Eze has 14 goals and 8 assists. So Bowen's got 2 more goals and 1 less assist. Bowen left in January.
Are you taking this personally because it's Jarrod Bowen?
I just think it for a similar.
You've been sat there literally for 2 minutes, and I've seen you looking down at your phone. I'm thinking, what stat is he going to bring out about Eze? And it had to be linked to.
No, I just think because they were both kind of one's the better players in the league last season, and they've gone for similar transfer fees. So there's going to be that comparison. And,
of course. Yeah. And I think West Ham were quite sure that they were going to sign Eze, and then
I think it's a very smart signing. It again improves Palace. I know we're doing predictions next week, but my gut feeling is that Palace won't have enough to stay up this season. But I think
spoiler alert.
I think he helps. I think he helps, massively. They need a striker, though. They really need a striker.
God, they need a striker, yes. No, absolutely. They can't rely on Benteke.
Mm-hmm. Also, I know this is going a bit off on a tangent, but that Alexander Sorloth, the one who they sent out to Turkey, and absolutely smashed it in Turkey. So they bought him.
Scored more goals than Crystal Palace, didn't he?
Yeah. So I want to say he's 22. They bought him.
Is he really?
They bought him for 8 million, loaned him out on a 2-year loan with the loaned club having the option to buy him for 6 million.
I saw that. I read that, and I was like, why would you put a buyout clause of 6 million in his contract?
For less than you've paid.
That's not good business. That's not good business.
No, it's not. But yeah, they need they need a striker.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. So maybe next week we'll be talking about a Palace striker being linked, or Messi potentially. Who knows? You never know. This crazy transfer window is ridiculous. Do you know what I think happened this week, Elliot?
What's that?
I think the recruitment at Everton listened to Through on Goal last week. And they heard me link James Rodriguez to Wolves, and they heard the reason why. And I think they went, do you know what? Everton need that.
Yeah.
Let's get James Rodriguez. It's the only thing that I can think of as to why
it's
Everton
the obvious option, isn't it? And
it's the obvious. I mean, when we look at our stats, I'm pretty sure there was a yellow mark around the Merseyside last week. So
And I hope Mr. Ancelotti's telling all his friends to listen every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
But
you get your podcast.
I think James Rodriguez is another one that will be very exciting to watch in the Premier League. He's
Wolves, Everton. I don't care who he plays for. I quite like to see it.
You'd rather it be Wolves, though, wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah. No,
just to be
Everton,
proved right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so because here at Through on Goal, we always make predictions, and they always come right. Always, always, always. Never wrong.
But yeah,
this predictions episode is going to be shocking, isn't it? I can't wait to listen to it back next year.
Yeah, James, I think he's a fantastic player. He hasn't really had the chance in the last couple of years. Well, last year at Real Madrid because he was at Bayern on loan year before.
Yeah,
but he's still a fantastic player. He's still extremely creative. He's a massive upgrade on Sigurdsson, and if they can even regain some of the form that he had in that 2014 World Cup, he's going to be so exciting to watch.
That is 6 years ago, though. Like, is there a point where we start? Because I don't think anyone still looks at a Kocha or a Ochoa, whatever his name is, a Mexican keeper that way.
But then, what would it have been when we went to see them play against Malaga 4 years ago? Something like that.
Yeah, he scored a worldie.
And he scored an absolute world-class goal.
I'm not saying that he's still not class, but like
regain that form.
Yeah, I think he's part. I still think he's very capable, and in the Premier League he'll do a job. I agree with the Sigurdsson upgrade. I do think he would be an improvement, and he's just got that kind of finesse. So but it was Ancelotti that brought him to Real Madrid in the first place in 2014. So had that pull,
so potentially he's someone that James enjoys working under, and I can't wait to watch him play.
So I just very quickly before we move on, I just need the listeners to know that on our notes, Elliot has put James to Everton, but he spelt it Hamez.
Yes.
I just need people to know that.
Well,
this is the notes that I'm dealing with.
Yeah, well, you don't want to think it's Dan James, do you?
Oh yeah, James to Everton. Yeah, because that's the. I think I would have deciphered it, Elliot. I think I would have cracked the code. James, who's James? Why do we want Reece James? Dan James? I don't.
Reece James would be a cracking signing for Everton.
I'll be very good. So, where are my party poppers? Where's the confetti?
Confetti cannons.
Where's the confetti cannons? Because Hull City have a kit.
Yes. So it came out on, I want to say it was Tuesday it came out on, which is just under 2 weeks from the beginning of our season. Which it's still bad. We still haven't played a friendly.
I still can't believe that. Is your friendly going to be the first round of the Carabao Cup?
I think it may well be. We've had
Gainsborough or something you're playing.
No, so Gainsborough is a friendly, which they sold the tickets for and then announced after they sold out the small allocation that there was, that it's actually the under-23s and not the senior team. And,
oh, my word.
And yeah, the under-23s played, I think it was their first friendly of pre-season today, and they lost 7-1 to Middlesbrough. So,
well, it's an improvement.
What, it's not 8-0?
No, it's not 8-0 and you scored one.
Yeah, but we've got a kit. Well, we got one kit, and it's back to basics. It's amber and black stripes. Yeah. It's very smart. Still missing a collar though.
Saying that, Gillingham, I think from what I can see, Gillingham are keeping the home kit. It doesn't look like they're changing, but they're playing in a template away kit.
Right.
It's like a Macron template. So I don't know if we've got an away kit brewing and it's coming out. I quite liked the away kit. I liked all the kits last year. I think they're very nice.
Yeah.
But at least we still got home kit. Recruited well again this week. Got Maghoma. I want to say that's his name. Maghoma. Former Tottenham centre-back.
Yes.
Shored out that defence very well. I like to see it. Mm-hmm. And played another friendly, drew 0-0 because the storm was ridiculous. Yeah. It was nice watching Gillingham playing at Priestfield again, though. It was regardless of no fans. I like seeing that. Yeah. So I'm still quietly optimistic. I'll say quietly. I have let you know quite a lot.
Yeah,
Gillingham are going to win. Quiet on here, but on WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still quietly confident. I don't think we'll lose. I don't think we'll lose that first game of the season because
I'm looking forward to this bet me and you are going to have.
Yeah, but we start our season a week on Saturday away at Sunderland, which is going to be no easy game.
Good luck. Yeah, I was going to say that's a game to start. I mentioned it before. Did you know that? When did we find out the Community Shield was this week?
I think it was during the Champions League final.
Because it was advertised, wasn't it?
Yeah, because they advertised it. I mean, it's always sort of it's the traditional first game of the season, which comes 6 days after the traditional end of the season in the Champions League.
Yeah.
But yeah, Community Shield, I mean...
it's Liverpool v Arsenal. I think I read a news article that Arsenal might be a few players short because some of their players have come back a little bit later than they should have from holiday, so they've got a quarantine.
Oh, right. Oh, no.
I'm not sure if Leno is fit, and I think Martinez is one of those players that has to quarantine. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably, do your research before you record a podcast. Normally record it on a Sunday, so just saying. I should have had 2 more days of research.
You planned to research the Community Shield tomorrow.
Shall we do a prediction? I mean, it's Liverpool, isn't it?
I don't know, because it might be the kind of game that Klopp plays his youngsters.
Well, he's played a friendly, didn't he, against was it RB somewhere in Austria?
Yes, it was Red Bull Salzburg.
They drew 2-2, but he did play, Van Dijk, Salah, Mane, for me. They were playing.
They started with their pretty much strongest 11. I think the only sort of admission was Nico Williams was playing right back instead of Trent. And obviously Henderson's still injured.
Yeah,
but...
Brewster.
It was Brewster who got the goals.
It could be a good look for Brewster, because maybe that yellow dot on Merseyside wasn't Everton listening to the podcast. Maybe it was Mr. Jurgen Klopp listening going, no, do you know what? I don't want West Brom to have Brewster. I think I'll start him. He scores 2 goals. It could be, if he scores a couple of goals, 1 or 2 goals in the Community Shield, who knows? Could be a good season for him.
Yeah, Liverpool are kind of missing that finisher. Like, Firmino's very good at what he does. He fits the system perfectly, but he is not a finisher. And so, it might be a chance for Brewster so that they don't have to spend 30 million on a squad player. Yeah. But then I think it might also be a big chance for someone like Harry Wilson, because obviously he's now back at Liverpool.
He is, but I don't think he had a great season at Bournemouth.
Do you not?
No, he was a good set piece taker, but from what I didn't, and no disrespect, I forgot he played for Bournemouth at times. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like I forgot. Yeah. At Derby, you knew Harry Wilson was playing for Derby because he was very good. I didn't get that same vibe from Wilson at Bournemouth, and I think from what I've read on Bournemouth fans, don't think they've got fond memories of him. I don't think he quite.
I'd have him back at Hull any day.
I'm sure you would. Sure you would. I'm sure Derby wouldn't mind him back. Get him a Gills. Who knows? Yeah. So, should we do our European roundup? It's quite a funny one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is funny, isn't it?
I'll let you lead in. I'll let you lead into our European roundup, because you love a European roundup. No Chinese league. Yeah. Although Aaron Moy quickly has joined Shanghai for something.
Shanghai SPNG or something. Yeah. I mean, that came out of nowhere.
I mean, to be fair, I think people have said, it's closer to home, Australia, which is fair enough, but I made 500k a week.
Yeah, that's a strange one. So that's the Chinese roundup, nice and quick. But so what would it have been? Wednesday night? I think we were just playing a little bit of Xbox, and I asked you, Sam, did you know Celtic were playing in the Champions League tonight? He goes, I think I might have seen it a little bit earlier on. I said, okay. Do you know Celtic have been knocked out the Champions League tonight?
The Hungarian.
I'm gonna try to pronounce it.
Oh god, here goes our Hungarian listeners.
Big yellow dot over Budapest.
That's just George Ezra. Please don't keep that in. That was shocking.
Ferencvaros. I think that's how it's pronounced Ferencváros. Ferencváros.
Okay.
Yeah, the Hungarian.
Well, I mean, if it's wrong, you've said it wrong a good 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So
Celtic will be into the Europa League. Will they be knocked out next week? We'll find out on Through a Goal.
Find out. Yeah, don't watch it. Don't look at your phones. Don't look at your football or your flash scores. Just wait until we tell you.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a good way to get listeners, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I guess that's the European round.
Mm-hmm.
It's that time of the month again. No, ladies, not that time. I'm not sure whether to restart that or do something else. Oh, God. Well, I don't know why I said that. I don't know why. So, anyway, it's the start of the month. It could...
My no context news isn't going to be the funniest thing in the episode.
It's the start of the month, and that can only mean one thing. Yes, me and Elliot go head to head in a battle. Well, a battle is quite casual, to be honest, but it's a battle of the football minds. Mm-hmm. We write 10 questions each, and we basically fire them at each other. And we've got a round, we've got a table. It's currently 2-2, and at the end of the season, someone will have a parade, and someone will have a bet, a losing bet. I don't know. We still have to decide that, but we'll get into that time. Elliot, I think I've gone quite a testing quiz. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's easy, but I don't think it's hard. I think it's pretty good.
I think my questions, on a whole, are pretty difficult.
Right, okay. Tactical, because you know we're drawing. And the thing is, though, and I think there's one thing for everyone that listens, I do pluck some answers out of thin air.
Yes, there is one question here, though, that... shout out to Jordan, he gave me the question for, which, if you get it, next time we're up, I'm buying you dinner and drinks at Spoons or something.
Right, you heard it here. Right, okay, I've got no pressure, I've got to get that right. So, who went first last time? We need to keep a log of that as well.
Good question.
You go first.
I'll go first.
If these are really hard, let's see it. Let's lay that foundation and see how hard.
Okay, so my first question is, who did RB Leipzig buy Timo Werner from? I told you it was difficult.
No, good question. You don't really think about that, do you?
No.
You forget he played somewhere before that.
Like, he made his name at Leipzig.
Yeah. I want to say someone like Mainz or Mainz or something like that. Or is it like FC Hersberg or something?
Please keep that in, because I don't think FC Hersberg exists.
I don't think Hersberg is an actual thing. I don't know it, so I'm going to shoot in the dark. I'm going to say like Mainz, M-A-I-N-Z or whatever you are.
Okay, no, it's a good guess, but it's Stuttgart.
Oh, did you really? Right, okay. Right. Yeah. Okay, well, here we go. My first question. Which team has had a player in every World Cup final since 1982?
It's one of two, I think. Oh, it might be three. My original thought was Bayern Munich, and my sort of secondary thoughts are the two sort of big Spanish teams, Real and Barca. I'm trying to think. Bayern would have had... I don't know if Perisic would have been at Bayern at that stage. I'm going to go Barcelona.
It's Bayern Munich.
Oh!
It was Tolisso.
Yeah, I should have.
Pavard wasn't playing, and it was.
Pavard would have still been at Stuttgart at that stage, I think.
And who else was there? You said
Perisic, I think, would have still been in Italy.
He was. Yeah, and it was. Obviously, Mandzukic hadn't played for Bayern in ages.
I was thinking Real. I said Barcelona, didn't I? Damn it, that's annoying.
Good start.
Annoying.
Okay, good start.
So my next question, thanks to Eggheads, I got to have my haircut this afternoon. Stuck on the telly, and there was Eggheads, and I was writing the question. I thought I'll wait to see if there's one football question. And there was.
Oh, right. So this question is from Eggheads.
This question's from Eggheads. It is, who was the first person to manage both Sunderland and Newcastle?
No, there's an obvious choice.
What would you say the obvious choice is?
Steve Bruce.
Okay.
And sometimes the obvious choice is the right one. Steve Bruce.
Incorrect.
Oh.
It was Sam Allardyce.
Was it? Oh,
do you remember him keeping
right.
Sunderland up and sort of getting undressed on the pitch?
Oh, yeah, he started to undo his jacket and his shirt and everything. Yes.
Yeah, and obviously he was at Newcastle a few years back. But yeah, that is a cracking question for Eggheads, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
my first thought was Steve Bruce as well.
I couldn't think of too many before. I'm thinking, what? No, okay, Sam Allardyce. Fair enough. England's 100% record.
He will forever be our greatest manager ever, statistically.
Before the sun stitched him up.
Yeah.
Elliot, as you've gone hard, I'm going to go hard on you on this second one.
Okay.
Zlatan has played for 6 teams that have won the Champions League, but he has not won it himself. Who are the 6 teams that he's played for that have won the Champions League?
Okay, just for reference, is there any half points here for like getting 3 or 4? Or...
Go on, get 3 half a point, get all 6 full points.
Okay,
go on.
so...
Because I think you're going to get 3. You've got to get 3.
So, Barcelona,
1,
United,
2,
AC Milan,
3,
Inter Milan,
4,
Ajax,
5.
and you say have won the Champions League?
Yeah.
Because I very nearly said PSG.
Too soon.
I don't know whether he played for someone like Feyenoord. I mean, I don't know if I don't think they've ever won the Champions League.
They have. I think they generally have once.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because wherever he played, I want to say it was Malmo he played at in Sweden, and they haven't. Let's be honest.
Who knows?
I'll go Feyenoord.
Incorrect. You only get half a point. You got 5 out of 6.
What was the 6th?
Ajax, Barcelona, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Manchester United, and Juventus.
Oh yeah, I forgot he played for Juventus. Yeah, no, brilliant.
Half a point.
Yeah,
it's more than me. I think it's not going to be a very high scoring quiz.
I think this one might. I think you can get this one.
Thanks.
Number 3. What nationality is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang?
Gambon.
I'll allow it. It's Gabon. It's not. It's not Michael Gambon.
No, not Michael Gambon. Oh yeah,
but yeah,
it's not Dumbledore, is it?
Yeah.
You knew what I was going for. You knew.
Yeah,
what
I knew what you meant.
Okay,
yeah,
that's fine. You would have. Can you imagine how harsh you would have been if you'd said no to that? I genuinely would have hung up the Zoom call.
I still think that's less harsh than what you did with that Sergio Ramos question.
I'm sorry, but I asked for specific.
Yeah.
It's not a quiz, Elliot, if I don't get a whole City question in there.
Okay.
Which you'll probably get. It could be my downfall, but who knows. Which month have Hull City never won a Premier League game?
May.
Oh, yeah.
Because we never do well at the end of the season.
No, you don't. No. Oh, right. You're already relegated, so...
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think we've come pretty close at some times, but then there's also been games where we haven't come close, like our last game in the Premier League. My next question. Famous one-club man, Mark Noble, has played for 3 clubs. Who are they? I'll give you half a point if you get 2, because I mean...
Right. I know one of them is obviously Hull. I know that.
Okay. So what are the other 2 clubs that Mark Noble has played for? Oh, come on. You've got to get one more of them.
Do I?
Mark Noble has played for 3 clubs. He currently plays for 1 club.
No, right, okay, you didn't. You said no. Did you not say name the other? He's played.
Famous one-club man, Mark Noble, has played for 3 clubs. Who are they?
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of 3 others other than West Ham. Well, okay, West Ham and Hull. There's half a point.
Okay, there's half a point.
I'm going to shoot the dark. Ipswich. It's not. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's Ipswich.
Oh.
I'd written down half a point. I'd written it down because I thought,
oh my word! I hand on heart. It was an absolute. I had 92 teams to pick.
Incredible.
Wow. Okay. I didn't.
Wow. So
I've seen him in a Hull shirt. I know. I've definitely seen him in a Hull shirt. Obviously West Ham, but I genuinely cannot think of third.
At the playoff final that we went to together against Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah.
There was someone about 8 or 10 rows in front of us with a Mark Noble Hull City shirt. He played 5 games for us.
Oh right. Well, he was obviously loved in those 5 games.
So right, yeah, I'm on 2 points. I'm on 2. You're on 2 points so far.
You're on 1.5.
Ooh, okay.
You could have been on 2 if you got Juventus.
Yeah.
Number 4. Which Scottish Premier League team has a 100% record against Barcelona?
Oh, I've seen this. Oh, I want to. I'm just going to go with gut feeling because that's what let me down on the first one. I'm going to go Aberdeen.
Wrong. Dundee United.
Wow.
Dundee United have won 100% record against Barcelona, so
Incredible.
that's all. They've probably got like a plaque on that outside the stadium or something. No, I don't know. But okay.
Yeah, my next question. Thank you, Jordan.
Is this the smooth question? This is the smooth question,
yeah.
right?
So, what is Jurgen Klopp's middle name?
Oh, come on now.
That was my exact.
Who knows that?
Jordan
Why
does.
know? What?
I see. I'm quite nervous that you'll actually get this just out of.
Yeah, I'll get your bank account because I eat expensive, Elliot.
Yeah.
I want to say something. I'm just going to say it. I'm not going to say I want to say something because then I'll overthink it.
Please don't get it right.
Beverly.
No, it's Norbert.
Norbert, right? Okay.
Norbert.
Why do I feel like Beverly is a famous person's middle name?
I'm not sure. The only player's middle name that I know, well, actually two of them, is Joe Dave Gomez, not David, Dave, and
Right.
Jacob Harry Maguire.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. I don't know why I even tried to Google because...
Whose middle name is
Google,
Beverly.
yeah. Norbert, right, fair enough.
So you're still on 2 points.
Right, number 5. Who is the only Englishman to play in a Champions League final but not play for England?
Wow. My thought is that it's probably from that. It might be from that Chelsea team. Oh, it's Ryan Bertrand played for England. I'm sure he has. Oh, did Liverpool bring someone on in jeez. I think it's going to be from that Liverpool. I reckon it's probably someone that Liverpool subbed on late on against Tottenham. But I've got to go Ryan Bertrand because I can't think of anyone.
So, it was from a Liverpool team from 2006. We're talking about the man, the myth. He had to play for Stoke one day, but he was on house arrest, so he had to wear an ankle. Yes, I'm talking about Jermaine Pennant. Has played in a Champions League final for Liverpool, but he has never played for England. Billericay legend, Jermaine Pennant.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Cracking question, I think.
That's a brilliant. That's a fantastic.
That's
question.
a thinker. That's a thinker. I'm happy with that. So you got 0 there.
You say you've got one with a bonus point for me, yeah?
I do.
Because I can do this one as a bonus point. So
I think my bonus point is quite harsh.
Okay.
Because I don't think you will get it.
Right.
But it's there.
So this week, Gareth Barry announced his retirement from football.
If you're going to ask me the exact number of games, I swear to God.
No. How many different Premier League clubs has he played for? And for the bonus point, name all of them. I won't be doing any half points on this. You've got to get all of them. So if you get the number wrong, you've got it wrong.
Right.
I've got to try and get myself back into this.
Right. Villa, Man City, Everton, West Brom are the obvious 4. But he's been around for a lot longer than that. Or did he start at Villa? I can't remember how... Or am I getting him and Milner mixed up? No, he definitely played for Villa. I definitely remember seeing Gareth Barry in a Villa shirt. I can't remember how long he played for Villa. Are these including... Did he ever go out on loan? Can you tell me that?
He did go out on loan, but it was to a club that he later signed for.
Okay. I can't think of him playing for I have Leeds in my head, but I feel like I'm getting him and James Milner too mixed up. 4.
Okay, and those 4 are?
West Brom, Manchester City, Everton and Aston Villa.
I think I've just played myself out of this quiz.
Is that right?
That is spot on.
Okay. Oh, wow, okay. I'm pretty sure he was at Villa for ages, wasn't he?
Long time.
Yes,
long
right,
time.
okay.
That's
where
sort of James Milner, Ashley Young.
I was close to going
generation.
5. I was close to going 5 because I just had a feeling there was one more club that he played for.
Yeah, okay. I shouldn't have done that as a bonus. But yeah, you're on 4 points now. I've kind of got to kick it up a gear now.
Well, let's start. Oh, no better time to start than the next question. Which team has spent longer at the bottom of the table without being relegated? Premier League. Longer than any other club in the history of the Premier League to not get relegated.
Obvious answer's Everton, but
think you may have... So I'm going to be nice because I could just let you think. I think you may have misunderstood the question. Which team has spent the longest at the bottom of the table in a season without being relegated?
Oh, right, okay. I thought you meant...
Yeah.
I thought you meant...
In general, no, that's fair. Out of the season 1992 to today, which team has spent the most time at the bottom of the table in a season without being relegated?
So the obvious one, which isn't the one that I'm going to go for, the obvious one is that West Brom Great Escape, bottom at Christmas, stayed up. Yeah. But I'm going to go with that Leicester team the season before they won the Premier League.
Why?
Because they were bad.
They were bad, and you got the question right.
Yes, nice. I like it.
It's like 184 days, I think they spent at the bottom of the league.
Yeah, they had no right to stay up, to be honest. But I mean,
they won the league next season.
I'm glad they did because it was the start of the most ridiculous story in football history.
Yeah.
So next one, who is the youngest manager ever to win the Champions League?
Ooh, good question.
Because obviously there was a talk of Nagelsmann this year.
33,
yeah.
Okay. This is either going to go horribly wrong or this is going to be the greatest answer of my life.
Okay.
Roberto Di Matteo.
Incorrect.
Oh.
It was Guardiola at Barcelona.
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, that's quite obvious.
He was 38.
I thought that might have been a trick question because obviously Di Matteo was that interim manager that won the Champions League. But
my first thought when looking up that question was maybe Mourinho at Porto. But
I was trying to think of managers now, back then.
Right, yeah. Okay, yeah.
That's what I had in mind. Because I don't think you would have put the question in if the answer was a manager of Ajax in the 1975.
I mean, Zidane must be close. Guardiola was 38 at the time. Maybe Zidane was 40.
Probably mid-40s, yeah.
Yeah, so you've got that one incorrect. So I'm still in it.
You're still in it. Number 7. How many teams have been top of the Premier League and relegated in the same season? Bonus point if you can name all 3. Oh,
you've just messed
that
up.
I've just given away the answer. I've just given away the stupid answer. I've done that. So how many times have I done? I've done that before.
You've done that in the quiz.
A private quiz. Well, okay. Let me reword it then.
How do I get this bonus point though?
I was going to say technically the bonus point is now the question. 3 teams have been top of the Premier League and relegated in the same season.
I've just lost out on a bonus point.
I will give you.
Give me half a point for each answer. Because that way, the maximum I get is still less than what it would have been with the bonus point.
I can do a bonus point in the next question because I think you could potentially get the bonus point next question.
So do I get half a point for 2?
Half a point for 2. That's fair. Okay.
So I know 1 is Hull City because we won our first 2 games of the season against Leicester and Swansea and ended up. I think we went down bottom. No, we didn't go down bottom, but we went down. So 1 is Hull City. No. Huddersfield started well, but they stayed up that first season, and then they were awful in the second season. Gut feeling saying Newcastle. I'm going to go Hull City, Newcastle, Swansea.
Half a point.
Okay.
Do you say half a point for 2, or do we say half a point for 1? Half a point each.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, I don't think it was, but let's do half a point for each.
Okay.
You only get half a point anyway. Hull City, Bolton Wanderers, and Charlton Athletic.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have got those. So I'm now on 3, yeah?
Yes, you are now on 3.
Okay.
I'm still on 4. So you caught up.
This is one you'll either know straight away or you won't know it.
That's every quiz ever.
I don't think you'd guess this.
Right, okay. Have you seen my guesses? You've heard them.
Yeah. Which year were Gillingham founded? It's promising that you didn't answer it straight away.
1882.
1893. It's just one of those things you either know or you don't. Like.
Yeah, no, I feel like... Oh, right.
I know Hull City were founded in 1904.
I'm pretty sure it's on the Century kit that I've got.
Right.
It's on that kit.
They had was it 125 years? Was that no? That wouldn't be it, would it? Yeah, it would have been 125 years a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, that's the kit that
that would have been the black and white kit. Yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah, okay.
Right, this is the bonus point I was never going to give, but this is the bonus point.
Okay, thank you.
Manchester City versus QPR.
Okay.
Who scored Man City's first goal? Bonus point if you can give me the goal scorers of all 5 goals.
First goal, I think, was Jolyon Lescott. Now, There is one goal that I don't know who it was scored by. Because obviously there's Dzeko and Aguero. One of the QPR goal scorers was Jamie Mackie. Don't even know if he was there at that stage, but I'm going to guess Sean Wright-Phillips.
You get 0 points for that.
What?
The goal scorer for Man City's first was Pablo Zappaleta.
Oh.
And then Dzeko and Aguero, of course. Mm-hmm. You are right, Jamie Mackie did score, but Dribbler Cisse scored for QPR.
Okay.
So you get 0 points for that.
Okay.
Ooh. I thought that was a decent bonus point question because it's like one of the most well-known games in football. But it's always that you know
it for the last goal, not for the first goal.
But what happened before that? Yeah.
And obviously the Dzeko one leading up to it, but
and Joey Barton kicking Carlos Tevez, taking out a lot of people on his way out.
So my penultimate question: who is the youngest goal scorer in Premier League history?
Yes.
It is not yes.
Is it not yes? Oh, is it James Milner?
No, it is not. It's you got the first name right. It's James Vaughan.
Vaughan for Everton. Yeah.
James Vaughan. Yeah.
I knew it. As soon as you said James, I was like, oh, I knew that. I knew that. I think it was either for Everton or Blackpool. It was one of the two. He played. I think he played for both.
Right.
I knew that. Yeah. I guessed too much. I went too hard. I did it too quick.
You didn't think
enough. Didn't think enough. Right then, my penultimate. Who was the last Englishman before Harry Kane to win a Golden Boot?
World Cup Golden Boot or
Premier League?
League. I can only think of one other Englishman winning it. Well, obviously Vardy won it this year. The only other one, unless I don't know if someone like Sheringham won it, but I'm going to go with Kevin Phillips.
I don't know. Alan Shearer was playing for a lot, wasn't he? He never won a Golden Boot though. Yeah, it was Kevin Phillips. Oh,
nice. So is that 4-4 with one question each to go?
That is 1, 2, 4. Yeah, 4. It's
4-4 with a question each.
Oh,
this is like penalty shootout.
Okay, I hate it because you're first. Right. Okay.
So this is a question about one of your favourite players, and particularly your favourite player from Canada.
Okay, right. Yeah. My favourite left back.
Who did Bayern Munich buy Alphonso Davies from?
Vancouver Whitecaps.
Damn it was. Yes. Yeah, it was Vancouver Whitecaps.
Good.
Oh,
you're what's quite hard in comparison to that.
No, you done me dirty here.
No, I didn't know your question was going to be that nice for me at the end. I don't know whether to give you a 50-50 because it's a one question shootout.
Okay.
However, I haven't really got a bonus question if we draw, but
we don't do that. Extra point each.
Just an extra point each. What do you think?
Go for the 50-50.
You go for 50-50.
Yeah, go on.
Who is the highest scoring Premier League striker to not win a Premier League? Is it A, Jermaine Defoe, or is it B, Robbie Fowler? Highest scoring Premier League striker to not win the Premier League.
I think Defoe scored more than Fowler. I'm going to go Jermaine Defoe.
It's Robbie Fowler! Oh, yes! Oh. Robbie Fowler by 1 goal. 1 goal.
Damn it. Well,
Get in! Yes!
Oh. Well, I've got to update this.
Get that table updated because I am now in the lead.
Up 3-2.
That was a good one. I enjoyed that one. 5-4. Oh, right.
I'm glad you did a 50-50 though, because I wouldn't have guessed Robbie Fowler.
No, do you know what? I guess because there is no Jermaine Defoe on mine. I looked at the because I was like, not a chance. Is that true? Robbie Fowler.
Yeah. I
looked at the Premier League goal scorer table, and he's Robbie Fowler's above Defoe by 1, and that's why I picked Defoe because I just so happened to be like, oh my god, it's by 1. Get it.
Well done.
Thank you very much. I'm not going to gloat anymore. Get it. So, brilliant. Right. Okay. Well, we'll see next month. I enjoyed that.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Right, so we come on to No Context News to end the podcast, where me and Elliot challenge each other to find the most random headlines from around the world that really make us think. I don't know what Elliot goes for. He doesn't know what I go for. We say the headline, we just end the podcast. Elliot, your turn this week.
Yes.
Go for it.
So I've gone for a headline from Cornwall Live. It's a devastating one, this one. In that the headline simply reads, Weatherspoon's pub in Southwest runs out of ketchup during the Eat Out to Help Out scheme. So we've been through on goal. No. You can find us on Twitter at TO Goal Podcast. You can search for us on YouTube, Through on Goal Podcast. And thank you for listening. We'll speak to you next week.
Not the ketchup. I've been Sam.
I've been Elliot.
And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Cheers.